Hey everybody, what is up? Free Agent Bowler here with you. Thanks for coming in to check out the review of the Black Pearl Bloody Ocean from Lane Masters. Really appreciate you coming by. If you're new to the channel, welcome in. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Let me get right to the three promises, guys. Number one, I'm a non-staffer. This is a non-staff review. You're going to see good, you're going to see bad, and that's by design because that's the only way you can tell what a ball really is capable of. Number two, every ball that I review has at least 10 games on it. This ball has 23 games on it now as of the release of this video. As of the shooting of this video, it had 11. That was the 11th game. So, and then number three, guys, is just about honesty. I want you to know that what you're getting is straight up honest and the real deal. And in that vein, I want to tell you that Darius Cotton from California Bowling comped me this ball, and he said, hey, I want you to review it. I said, as long as you don't expect me to pull any punches, I'll review it. So he sent it to me, got it punched, and here's the review. So went pretty strong on the layout, 3 3/4 stack leverage, because based off of the Blizzard Rush, it didn't do anything, right? So I was like, well, we're going to have to change that. I'm going to put something a little stronger in this, and I did, and there's what 3 3/4 stack looks like for me. But incredible bowling ball here. By the way, make sure you go over to buddiesproshop.com, enter the code FABOWL5. That'll give you 5% off of your order. Some of that's manufacturer protected, but most of the time it works just fine. So here we go. Okay, so I talk about the surface change, and I talk about that for good reasons. So prior to the surface change, I was averaging about 217 with this ball, which isn't bad, not bad at all. But I felt like the ball had more in it, and I was having issues getting the ball to do what I wanted it to do. So I would throw it, it would read in the heads, it would read really hard in the mids, and then it'd get to the back and it'd make its move, and it'd kind of do that hook stop thing. And the ball was just expending so much energy because of the surface. I was like, God, I got to change it. I got to shine this thing up. And usually for me, if you've watched any of my videos, you know that like, usually when I have something real shiny, I take it down because it's just too erratic for me. But this ball was the opposite. With the 4000 Aberlon factory surface, it was just entirely too strong. And it was burning up before it even had a chance to do anything. So I changed it and polished it. And since polishing it, my average with this ball is 241.7. I strike 71.3% of the time with this thing. This ball is nasty. It is a fantastic ball, you know, and if you're comparing it, if you're saying, hey, you know, what is it like against the Omega Crux? How does it do against the Nuclear Cell? What does it look like against the Jackal Flash? I'm telling you, I've thrown all of those, and I do not think any of those are better than this ball. In fact, I'm not even sure it's really that close. Probably the closest is the Jackal Flash, but this is clearly a better ball to me than the Omega Crux. It's a better ball to me than the Nuclear Cell. It's just a special piece. This is a really remarkable ball. The hallmark for me on this ball would be just consistency of motion. I feel like anytime you can, you know, have a ball in your arsenal that the motion is consistent, always doing the same thing, and predictable, that alone is going to allow you to score dramatically better. And this ball has that. It really is. It's crazy. You know, I pull it out in league. I bowl several leagues, and I'll start throwing it, and guys are like, "What the hell is that?" And I'm like, "Well, it's the Black Pearl Bloody Ocean by Lane Masters," and half of them don't even know what the hell Lane Masters is, but the other half are like, "You're kidding me," and I'm like, "No, it's ridiculous." And then one guy, he borrowed it for a game. He says, "Hey, can I try your Black Pearl?" And I said, "Sure." And he took it over there and rolled it for one full game, dropped his high game of the year, which for him is a 257, and he's usually not in that neck of the woods. No disrespect, Trent. Sorry. But he's usually not in that neck of the woods. And for him to do it with my ball, with my layout, was really crazy. But it's just such a good ball. I can't really give you enough superlatives here. I have compared it. I put it side by side to the Omega Crux. I put it side by side to the Nuclear Cell. I put it side by side to the Jackal Flash, and this thing is clearly better. For me, it just performs at a level that I didn't expect, frankly. And just being blunt, I did not expect this ball to look this way for me. And you're seeing me shoot this review on a condition that I would never, ever, never use this ball on. This condition was super heavy in the middle, super dry outside. You had a very small area to get the ball down and out and make us and score on. And for it to respond this way on this shot is just crazy. Just an awful shot. And we still finish out at a 239. We still have a really good game. And I think that's a testament of the ball. I think that's a testament to the versatility of this ball. So the question now becomes, does the Bloody Ocean make the bag, and is it the main bag or one of the totes? Well, right now it's going in the main tote, and it's going to replace the Parallax. Guys, the Parallax is a good ball. This ball's better. Final grade here, A+. Let's get to the score sheet and go through it real quick. So appearance, I know some of you guys hate this, some of you guys love this, but for me it's a 9. This thing, the logo has like these sparkles in it. Man, it's crazy. I don't know. It's beautiful. 9 points. Reliability. So this is where I start to look at is the motion in the ball reliable to strike? And the answer here is absolutely. Repeatability. That is, if I do the same thing over and over, does the ball do the same thing over and over? And overwhelmingly, it's yes. Overwhelmingly all the time, almost. It's yes. Finish here is 9. Because it finishes beautifully, but the hitting power, being a 2-piece asymmetric pearl, this thing is just, it's flat nasty. This thing finishes and hits beautifully. So 45.5 points, an A+, price to performance ratio there, you see it, 0.91. Guys, I always tell you, if you're over 0.86, you've got a piece that is worthy of consideration. If you're over 0.90, that's rare air. I mean, that's unbelievable how high this ball has scored. Even I am surprised by that. So let me give you some different angles of attack, at least as best I could on this shot. This shot just wasn't really receptive to that. So we move left a little bit. There's the 20 to basically, 7, 8, and in it goes. That ball can do that all day. Polished, it's way nastier. That's just the truth. Then we get over left here, and you're going to see it gets kind of hung up in the oil. But the fact that this even tried to make the turn right there, it tried to make the turn, and that's amazing to me. I honestly feel like I could have thrown a Goodyear tire down the center of this lane, and it wouldn't have moved. So the fact it tried to make the turn should give you a lot of information. It's a very strong ball. So what is in the main bag? Let me show you what's in the main bag. First and foremost, the one that hasn't left and probably won't be leaving anytime soon is the Venom Shock Pearl. I love it. I absolutely love that ball. If they weren't 250, I'd buy a few more. So there's the Forged Fire, which I've got finished at 800 for heavier shots. Right here we've got the Phase 3, which is one of my favorite bowling balls out there right now. This thing is just really, really good. We have the Deviate Decree, again, $100 ball that performs like that. I'll take that every day and twice on Sunday. The IQ Tour Nano Pearl, it's got to be one of the best symmetric pearls on the market. And then, of course, the Radical Results, which is one of my favorite balls. The Solid is coming. I'll be doing that one soon. So what's in the main tote? Well, I told you that the Black Pearl is in there, and it is. And replacing the Parallax, the tote looks like this now. So you got the Bloody Ocean, you got the Axiom, and the Allure, which has got to be one of the most underrated bowling balls on the market, to be honest. It's a fantastic ball. If you haven't watched the review video on the Axiom or the Allure, make sure you go check those out. So what's next? What's coming at you? What are we doing next? Let me show you. This was shot the same day as the review, and notice the difference in ball motion. It just is so smooth. That ball is incredibly smooth. The Arrow by Ebonite. Really excited to give that one to you guys. It's been pretty positive with this ball so far. So got a few more games to get on it, but it'll be coming up in the next video. So once again, make sure you go visit buddiesproshop.com. FA Bowl 5 will get you 5% off your next order. And then I want to say thanks to Arapahoe Bowling Center for allowing me to come in and do what I do. They always set me up so good there. Small family-owned business. Make sure you check them out if you're in the Denver area. And then, of course, to Bobby's Pro Shop. Bobby does 99% of my stuff, and he's fantastic at it. He's a great guy, very helpful, always willing to assist. Make sure you go look him up. He's in AMF Aurora. Make sure you look him up if you're in the market. And then I want to say thanks to you guys for coming in to check it out. I appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe for the latest stuff. Questions, comments, feedback, insults, whatever. Send them to me, freeagentbowler@yahoo.com. Thanks a lot, guys. Talk to you soon.